Hi, grade nines. I just want to go through something that's on page 59. So let me just share screen here. Okay, so we were talking about breathing, but then I also inserted some slides about the bottle lung model that you can make. So you can just go and Google on the internet. So there it shows you how to make one. You tape a piece of balloon or even a piece of plastic from a plastic bag that you cut out, and you just attach a little loop of string that you can pull down. And there's a model that someone has made. And on the next page, they've actually gotten quite fancy. They've used 2 straws into 2 balloons, and the straws would pass through the opening that you make in the bottle lid, and they've even put the outline of the person. And this is the school one that I showed you. So just to remind you when you're at home. All right, so now on page 59, task 8, it asks you a question that you need to complete the table. Now, the air around us, there's lots of different molecules. There's a mixture of gases. So yes, we know there's oxygen and there's carbon dioxide. All right, so there's also lots of other gases in the air that we breathe in. Okay, so what are those gases? Okay, what about water vapor? What about nitrogen gas? What about pollution, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide? What about dust? What about smoke, little carbon particles? What about methane? Okay, we all know about methane from cows. I'm trying to think now. There's lots of different types of gases: helium, hydrogen, argon, etc., etc. All right. So now, in order to answer task 8, page 59, what is the percentage of oxygen? How much oxygen is in the air that we breathe in? The inhaled air. Okay, does anyone know? Well, it's about 21%. Okay. And how much oxygen is in the air that you breathe out? So maybe the first aiders know this. It's about 16%. So there's less oxygen in the air that you breathe out because your bodies use some of it. Okay, we don't use all the oxygen that we breathe in. All right, then carbon dioxide. What is the percent of carbon dioxide in the air that you breathe in? All right, that will be about 0.03 to 0.04%. So that depends on, the pollution or where you are in the world as well, because there's more or less carbon dioxide. So what percentage of the air that you exhale do you think is made up of carbon dioxide? Well, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Well, it's going to go up because you've made carbon dioxide and you're breathing it out. So it's 4%. All right, so oxygen, the amount that you breathe in is higher than what you exhale. Carbon dioxide, you breathe in carbon dioxide, but you breathe out more. I mean, it's quite odd to think that 0.04% of the air around us can cause global warming, and it's increasing. And it seems so little, but it has a huge effect on life on Earth as we know it. All right, so what I want you to do is to fill in the table on page 59. Now, nitrogen gas, we don't use it. Okay? N2 gas, what is the percentage of nitrogen gas in the air that you breathe in? I didn't put it on here. It's about 78, 79%. So what is the percentage of nitrogen gas in the air that you breathe out? It's the same, 78 or 79%, because we don't use it. All right, but divers need to be worried about having too much nitrogen gas that moves into their blood vessels. So when they come up from the depth, they've got to do it in stages, and when they go down in stages because of it causes bubbles in their blood. All right, so I want you to fill that information in on page 59. And then question 8.1, it says use this information to explain why artificial resuscitation, or what we call rescue breathing. If the person's heart is still beating, the first aiders, you know this, and they just stop breathing, you need to give them artificial resuscitation or rescue breathing. So how are we able to do that? Okay, so you're going to use the information in that table that you've now filled in from this PowerPoint to explain logically why we are able to keep someone alive if they stop breathing, if we do artificial resuscitation. And then you can answer question 8.2 as well. In the next video, I'm going to explain the health issues related to the gas system or the respiratory system. And I'm also going to upload nice videos to watch. And then we'll be at the end of